So you're about to go in for surgery. Now, I can definitely relate to you, that's for sure, because there's only a few days until I go in for a major surgery of my own. Uh, and I'm a little bit worried about it, of course, like everybody else out there. And you probably, the reason why you're watching this video yourself, you're probably extremely worried about facing the knife and going under, and it actually starts to escalate when you get to the hospital, and then you got to sit down, and then you got to get dressed and get in your gown, then you got to lay the on the bed, and then they start putting needles in you, and before you go to sleep, any of the drugs start to kick in, you really start to, your heart starts beating, and you start to worry about it. And I'm about to go in for my third major surgery. It's not exactly a piece of cake. If you're here and you're preparing for an operation as well, you gotta keep in mind that you are tough. You your your entity as a human being, you're a tough human being, and you're about to go in, and you're gonna kill it. You're gonna take it on, and you're gonna fight through this, and then afterwards, you're gonna be back on your feet, and you're gonna be doing really well. Part of the problem here is that you know in relative terms, I'd rather jump in the ring with Muhammad Ali than have your leg cut off, because uh, Muhammad Ali, when if he beat someone, it probably took him a couple days to recover. Maybe they just walked home, right? It's not like they spent 2 weeks in a hospital bed. So you're tough, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not tough. And you can fight through this, and you're gonna not only beat your illness, you're gonna get through the surgery, and you get back on your feet, and you're gonna keep fighting, because you're a fighter. That's why you're here. Um, One of my tips for getting through the period before surgeries is you often you might start to lash out a little bit. And I sometimes lash out a little bit, get a little bit angry, and I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh, you know I'm a little bit stressed because of the surgery. So little things might start to tick me off and make me angry and make me want to lash out and attack people, and overtly defend myself. There's a lot of symptoms to going through this leading up to a surgery. But one of my best tips is try to focus on not only on the surgery, because I know exactly how you're feeling. I've had to. I'm in the middle of trying to raise up my bed. I know I got my toilet seat there. I got a crutch. I need to find another type of seat so that I can sit down. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do when I get back for food. How I'm gonna try to organize myself. Try to figure out how you're gonna shower yourself. Especially, figure out the steps on the way up to the if you're living in an apartment, or how you're going to live, because when you get back, if it's a big surgery, that's for sure, like mine, you're gonna get out of hospital, and then there's gonna be at least maybe 1 or 2 months of you not really leaving that front door. And so preparation, and one of the biggest tips I would say would be knowledge about the surgery. So if you one of the scariest things in life is the unknown, and if you don't know really what is going to happen, you don't know much about your surgery. Some people leading up to a surgery or an operation, they often just think, oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know about the procedure. I don't want to know about how it goes down. I don't want to know what products are being foreign objects are going to be put in my body. I don't want to know where they're going to cut, how they're going to sew me together, how big the wound's going to be. And depending on who you are, if ignorance is bliss, and that might work for you, but I would say, in my opinion, most people leading up to a surgery, they get that anxiety, and I know of a few people that were leading up to operations recently, and they just didn't want to go. They were sick of it. They gets to a point where you have had so many operations, you just had enough. And for me, one thing that works for me, and the best tip I can for you guys is for you guys that might actually help you as well, is try to learn as much about your procedure, your operation. In fact, me, I'm going in for a hip resurfacing, and I have watched hours upon hours upon hours of surgeries, live surgical procedures,